that. It's not really a good way. And I don't know why Leona just skipped a turn, but it doesn't matter. Because here comes my CHERIE with her ultimate move doing 10.5k damage. Jesus Christ. Yo, what's happening, guys? I got something very special for you all today. Finally, I've got my CHERIE to level 45, and as a way to celebrate, I'm going to be making this review video as well as getting her pimped up and ready to go. So without further ado, let's get started. She's definitely my go-to waifu. I'm sure she's in the hearts of many other men as well, and girls alike, because she's just so awesome. Like, oh my god, look, just her personality, her voice. I mean, what more can you ask for in a girl? She's basically perfect. She's cheeky, she's fun to be around, and she teases you, and then she wants to do some adventure with you, you know. She's very adventurous. She wants to escape the books and, you know, go on an adventure with you. I mean, what more do you want, right? Super playful, super cute. I mean, so definitely my go-to waifu, and you deserve some more gifts, my love. Alright, so now if I go to my hero and have a look at CHERIE, you'll see her power is only at 2572, which makes her the 15th CHERIE in the server now. She was number 6, you know, a few days ago, so it's really fallen. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to get her up to top 10 at the very least. Let's do it, guys. So number 1, I'm gonna increase her level to 45. So that increased the power a bit. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and advance her class. There we go, the moment of truth. So I've been, you know, she's my number 1 girl, you know, ever since I started the game, and I can't believe the moment is finally here for her to unlock, you know, her final skill. So congrats, CHERIE, and thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you for being with me all the time, and I can't wait to spend more incredible moments with you in the future as well. You know, you deserve all of my love. Now let's advance you. Wow, that's incredible. Look at these stat increases. Great attack increase and good HP increase. Skill increase as well, giving her more crits. Sweet. Okay, now I'm gonna switch up the skills, and I'm gonna give her not Wind Whisper, I'm gonna give her this Thunderbolt. Now this skill is really awesome on paper, but the cooldown is very long, which means that if you have a Sophia, you could possibly, you know, get this to shorter. But it looks like it's long, but I think it's going to be a bit reduced if you kill a unit, so you can safely think that this is a 4 turns cooldown, given that you can kill a unit. And what's great about it is that you get wind pressure and wind ride for 2 turns. Now I'm not sure if that's going to activate as you kill the unit, but it'll be definitely a lot better when you you know, when you activate, if you can activate wind pressure just after your battle. And this is a huge multiplier as well. And this there we go, wind ride. When HP is above 50%, damage taken from melee attacks decreases by 15%. So it's guaranteed to activate as long as you have 50% HP, and it's going to reduce your damage taken by 15%, which is pretty huge. But the thing is, it's only going to activate after battle. So think of it as kind of like a shield after, you know, you're done attacking. So like it's got a long cooldown, but you have a short cooldown skill to make up for it. So I would give this a really high rating. This is a top tier skill in my books. I think it's a unique skill to her because I've never seen it on other heroes. So definitely OP skill right here. And wind pressure is going to combo very well if you have a princess buff. So there we go. Wow, already up so many points, like a 1,000 points just from that. And now I'm going to upgrade my weapon. So this is my gear on her. Like I got reflect damage. It's not the best attacking gear, but still pretty good for defense. My enchantment sucks on this one. This is an okay enchantment, not the best as well. And this is a decent one, but not the best either. This is actually a good enchantment here with 9%. But anyway, my purpose now is to upgrade this. So I need a ball. I'm gonna get a ball from the store. Okay, forge, upgrade. Okay. Level 40. Wow. Okay, the power went up 70 from that. Okay, now one more thing before I move on. I'm gonna go training. I spent a long time in the hyperbolic time chambers to train her up. And we finally can unlock Angel. So let's do it, guys. This took me a stupid amount of time to get. So there we go. And let's unlock the Angel. Wow, how awesome is that? I can even upgrade it even more, but I need a bit more gold. So it's not a good way of getting gold, but you know, this game really lacks gold. But yeah, okay. So magic taking damage, so as anti-magic, and attack increase when your HP is above 50%. Now let's compare that to the normal troops. It's the same kind of style of passive, but this one's just much better. It's got so much more bonus than that. So the trade-off is that there's a bit less of an attack, but that's not much of a trade-off. You get much better stats. So let's just change to Angel. And we're getting only 10. So that was you know, worse than I expected. That's probably because I didn't train the Angels that much as Griffin Knight. But still, very good upgrade from what I had before. And let's have a look at our ranking now. The moment of truth, come on, be top 10. Wow. Okay, it's number 5. Okay, guys, I've done it. Now, if I just push a little bit more, I can get number 3. So if I just add 5 more power over here, I can get number 3. So how do I add 5 more power, guys? Okay, this helmet. Yeah, if I switch up the helmet. Okay, I'm just gonna upgrade the stars on this. Okay, guys, that would bring her to number 3, CHERIE. Okay, guys, I'm so happy. After so much work, so much effort, now I have the number 3 waifu, CHERIE. Definitely. You can be my escort princess and I will accompany you. That's gonna be how it is. So yeah, guys, so this is pretty much you know, number 3 CHERIE. So let's see what this number 3 CHERIE is capable of, guys. Okay, now let's see what this CHERIE is capable of. Wow, look at that Freya go. She didn't get a buff, I guess. But Leon didn't get a buff. Maybe that's it. Ballista Snipe. Very nice, very nice. Very nice by Luna. Look at that extra damage. Is that gonna one shot? No, I don't think you can, but let's see. Okay, that did so much damage, but it didn't one shot. Let's use your thunder move, CHERIE. Let's go. Whoa! Lightning. Thunderbolt. Here we go. Whoa! Look at that ultimate. Holy shit. Okay, she didn't cast the wind pressure, so I guess it only happens afterwards. But either way. Holy shit. Look at that animation. Sugoi. That animation, holy shit. My god, look at her health in arena as well. 4,000. That's insane. Okay, let's see the wind pressure after battle. Let's see this wind pressure. No? Didn't get wind pressure. Okay, so it's wrong translation because I'm getting something else apparently. What? I'm getting something else. It's not wind pressure. It's the gale, which gives you 20% extra chance to attack. I mean, by the icon, by the looks of the icon. So I'm gonna do manual PVE. I'm gonna confirm that. All right, let's see this Thunderbolt in action. Oh, Thunderbolt. Here we go. Ulti move. Holy shit. What do I... Oh, 20% chance to act again and then decreased. So it's not wind pressure, but it's like the chance increase sort of thing. Yeah, I'm still dead though, I think. But yeah, that was kind of fun. Okay. as you see from this, I'm going to do the Thunderbolt move, and then from this Thunderbolt I actually got Gale at the end after I killed this troop. So this means that the Gale is effective immediately, which means even if you don't kill him, you could get a chance to attack again, which makes that skill really awesome. So there's an added 20% chance to attack again for another turn as well, so for 2 turns. Really, this defense is the strongest one? Okay, let's see. Oh, he's trained his troops a lot. He's got angels on both of them. Line formation, not good against AoE. Okay, so Dark Scythe. Good that I have a lot of magic defense. Lacking behind, that's good. Getting out of position. Wow, air slash. CHERIE coming in. Oh, 1.6x multiplier. Not doing much to my Frey, I'm afraid. Alright, so I got this in the bag. My Frey's doing amazingly good. So now my Luna's gonna retaliate on them so hard. His guard troop is way out of position. Look at that wind pressure, giving them random debuff. Amazing. Healing up. But my Freya's not being healed for some reason. Maybe anti-heal. Wow, really? You would attack like that? It's not really a good way. And I don't know why Leona just skipped a turn. But it doesn't matter. Because here comes my CHERIE. With her ultimate move doing 10.5k damage. Jesus Christ. Alright, so now I'm going to review her properly. So let's start off by looking at her factions. So she belongs in a really big faction, Legion of Glory, from Langrisser 1 and 2, and the current world. So it's a huge faction with a lot of good heroes you can use. Definitely a good faction, because we got Chris, Leona, and 2 Elwins. Elwin brothers. And you have a princess faction. So it's either that the Legion of Glory or the princess. So I'm using the princess, and it's been working pretty well so far. And now we have a stats. You know, B for HP, which could be better. Yeah, S for attack, amazing attack stat, which is very, very compatible with how she's gonna work. So she's a sweeper, and she's gonna, you know, one-shot anything or mop up the units that are nearly on their way to dying, so that she can go again. You know, get one more chance to go again. And she's the only unit that can do that. So that's amazing, amazing passive. This is one of the best passives in the game. One of the best passives. And if you're alone, like if you don't have any allies near you, you're gonna get an attack and defense increase. So this makes you, you know, very like she's like a solo wolf, if you know what I mean, or a Kha'Zix if you ever played League of Legends kind of thing. So one of the best passives in the game, no doubt. And this cooldown reduction is going to decrease as well once you get a star level down. We'll bring up a wiki for that. So it goes to 25% and it goes to 2 turns cooldown, which that's just amazing. It's practically no turn cooldown. It's practically no turns, because when you kill an enemy, like, you get to go again, and that's like another turn gone. You know, that's It's practically amazing. So definitely try to get her to 6 stars as soon as possible, guys. Now moving on, we have D for int, which is really good as well. Just take note that some heroes have a C for int even though they don't need it. She has a D for int, and you know that's gonna bring other stats up one tier as well. So that's amazing what they done there with the int. And B for diff is passable. Like, it would be amazing if this was A, but actually she has a bit more magic defense than a defense, which is really good. And this is a bit overkill, but she's got like A for skill, so which means she's gonna crit more than you know. So all in all, that's amazing stats. Like, how would you make this better? It's pretty amazing how it is right now. So like, if I were to get a chance to tweak it, I could make health A and then make diff A, and then I'll take away from skill, I'll make that into D. So that's what I would do if I was building the game. But obviously this looks more risk and more reward on paper, and it'll give you more chance to one shot because you can crit more with a skill. So definitely it's really close to being perfect set of stats. And then let's have a look at our abilities. This is actually giving you not wind pressure, but the wind ride and then the gale kind of move, which gives you 20%. So it's still really good. I wouldn't doubt for a second that's really good. And I don't believe that you get a gale again, so it's the thing. But it's still really good nonetheless. And then let's have a look at all her abilities in detail. So we got this passive, which is pretty decent to start you off. It's actually a very, very decent passive, like that one that Leon gets as well. So it's an SSR sort of rank kind of passive, I reckon, because it's very useful most of the time. So this behaves just like a full moon enchantment would, which gives you a clue to build her with full moon. And moving on, we have this healing, which is amazing. This passive is amazing. It's a must-have for every build you go with. I reckon you must take this skill. Healers are very, very good in this game, and if you have a self-sufficient hero that can heal yourself, it means your troops are always going to be up to scratch. It means you're going to take less damage, and just amazing passive overall. And then we have a final class for her dragon class, and that's going to be either you're going to get Wind Whisperer and you're going to get Thunderbolt. So what's good about Wind Whisperer is that you don't have to commit yourself into a fight. You don't take damage, and you can just AoE. Just have to fly next to something, and then so you can get up to 8 units as long as you teleport your CHERIE in the middle of the grid, and then you can just AoE. But most of the time the max you're going to get is 7, because you're going to have to like walk in there yourself. So it's amazing in the gold dungeons because you're going to do a lot of damage to the goblins, and you're going to get a lot of gold that way as well. It's great when you combo it with the princess buff, but obviously looking at this, that's just like insane, the value that you get from that. I would say it's even though it's got much less of a cooldown, it's great to have one ultimate move that you can be sure that's going to kill something. So with 1.6x damage. Now moving on, we have a first aid, which is going to cure yourself with 60% health. To be honest, this is not really good because you have to waste a turn doing so not really. You don't really need it. The only reason you would use this is if it's a map where you don't have any healers, then this could possibly be a good solution to that problem. Or it's a map where CHERIE has to be self-sufficient on her own for a good while before any help comes. Now looking at Raider class, we have Covert, which is when initiating combat you increase the crit by 10% and damage taken by 20%. So this is actually a decent skill if you go with Assassin, but I would still stick with the health, to be honest. And Shadow Raid is pretty sweet, but you can't use it as a Dragon Master class, so keep that in mind. I mean, you can use it, but your troops need to be ranged as well, and she doesn't really get the range flyers, so doesn't really combo with Dragon Master. In terms of skill potential, I've seen this do quite a bit of damage, but I'm not sure if it, really ignores the troops. I don't think it ignores the troops. It only attacks the enemy hero. So if you have a guard, if you have a lance, one of those guarding units like a Vargas next to the hero, it's going to ignore that hero and attack the hero directly. But I don't think it's going to ignore the troops. So it'll be really OP if it's going to ignore the troops, but it doesn't. And it's got a good range, but like I said, you need a ranged unit to make a ranged soldier to make the most use of this skill. Moving on, we have Smoke for her passive, and we have 30% chance to decrease damage by taken by 30%. So 30% chance to decrease damage taken by 30%. So that's not good at all. Like, healing is so much better because you mitigate more than 30% and it's 100% chance to activate. So that's pretty bad in my opinion. And like, if this was a better ultimate skill, then it gives you more reason to do assassin class, high master class. And this is the reason why you don't see many CHERIEs as an assassin, because I guess this weak skill maybe, but also the fact that she benefits a lot from moving a lot, mobility. She benefits a lot from high mobility, and being this one, it's gonna limit that a little bit. And fly is so much versatile to kill anything in your way and then reset again. So that's probably the reason. And yeah, but I forgot to mention one more skill, which is this one. Obviously it's the lightning skill. So this is the bread and butter of her kit and definitely needed. Like, it's essential for her because as long as you can kill something, you keep resetting, and then it's going to keep increasing your damage by 1.5 times. So amazing skill to have. Very good in combination with a talent. Now moving on, we have her soldiers, and if you're going to fly class, then definitely go with Angel, but you can also switch it up and go for Dragoon as well. Let's see, what's the Dragoon do? So Dragoon seems to be the better choice, better stats and a bit better of a feat because more percentage. So you could unlock Dragoon, and Miss Dancer as well is an interesting choice, but the move is only free, so you wouldn't really use it as a fly class, but you would as an assassin definitely. So deals one strong debuff to enemies, but if you're going for fly class, it's definitely either Dragoon or the Angels, so definitely work towards those. But she's very versatile, she gets range units as well. It's really cool to see. For your equipment, you obviously just want to go attack, so attack and skill would be good to invest in, but some defense will be good as well, just so you can survive one-on-one against enemies. This is a really good ability to have as well. When your troop is above 80%, your diff increases. And last night, which you get for free and you upgrade with the orb, is really good. It went up to 40% chance to reduce their attacking hit by 20%, which is amazing when it goes off. It makes her dueling potential so much higher. And I have a reflection for this, so just so if someone attacks me, then they get some nasty damage in return. And then I've tried it with Rough Sea. It's either Rough Sea or Full Moon for her, in my opinion, if you're going flyer at least. And it's definitely, for my testing, Full Moon is definitely better because it's active a lot of the time, and she has a passive to restore her health. So this can go, you can activate this passive again. It's not like a Rough Sea where you have to attack to get the bonus. You can get it on defense as well. So that's what's so great about that. Okay, so as always, before I end the video, here are some pros and cons that I wrote for her, as well as a verdict. So starting off with the first pro, she is an absolute babe, really the best waifu ever, and I'm biased and I'm proud of it, okay? So number two, she's the best sweeper ever. Like, what else would you consider a sweeper? Maybe AoE? You're not talking about AoE, she's definitely the best sweeper out there. She cleans house, alright? And maybe even better than Mewtwo in Pokemon, of course. and the synergy of her skills and her stats and her talent is second to none. Look at the hero in one package, and you look at how everything works, and my god, she works perfectly all together with everything, you know, every set of skill, every set of talent, every set of stat. They have delivered her to perfection. It's, you know, it's just a wonderful package all in one. Okay, you can't say that about most heroes, but you can with her. And she makes your farming and grinding and doing story a whole lot faster and easier, so she's definitely essential to speed up your progress. And she's excellent in farming gold daily dungeons as well because of her AoE skill. And she's got a great selection of troops. She can go from horses, you can get flyers, you can get archers. I mean, you can get the ninjas with her as well. That's amazing, the variety of it. And I loved, you know, for me, like one of my favorite classes is the flyer. You can't have too many flyers in your team, but still, like, even if you have one flyer, that's still good enough because it's very good. The mobility, you can go anywhere you want, so it only has one weakness and you can easily take care of that weakness. And as for the rest, you can easily kill, you know, the rest very easily. Very great duelist, so very much worth investing into. She's got great skills and she's got an ultimate ability as well. Like, on top, what more could you ask for? You got this neat ultimate ability that adds so many buffs to your character for 2 turns. That's like just hacks, you know. What else can I say? It's just OP, right? Like, but the only thing keeping it not OP is the cooldown at 5 turns. But still, the rest of the abilities of the kit makes up for it, so she can reset her turns and make that cooldown very low. And she's excellent almost everywhere. There's not really too much content that she's not good at, aside from the dragon, where it's kind of weak for melee, like the ice dragon. But I can't really think of too much content she is bad at, because she's honestly great at almost everything. Now moving on to cons, and let's see if there's any cons for this awesome character. Okay, awesome babe, awesome waifu. Now, okay, she needs to kill a unit in PvP to make the most out of a turn, which is not always doable because there's always like some guards blocking the way, like Vargas and all that all the time, most of the time. So, and there's only 2 factions she's in, so the team building is a bit limited, but the factions are pretty big, so there's that. And also, she stole my heart. You know, how could you steal my heart? You know, how could you? But you did, so I love you for it. And Elwyn didn't hit on her. You know, I don't know what that kid's missing, but you know, at least she can go to some other guys like me, which, you know, is a really good thing. All right. Now I'm giving her a 10 out of 10 for PvE, definitely 10 out of 10, and only a 9.5. So only a 9.5 for PvP. She's only missing 0.5 because you have to kill someone and it's not always doable. That's the only, literally the only reason. Okay, so that was my review. I hope you've enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys think of it. So this one I've kept it a bit more light-hearted than usual, and yeah, I've you know, I love criticizing myself. I think because I'm a perfectionist, so, and I picked up, you know, my videos weren't that light-hearted, so I'm trying to step it up a notch here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and have a good one. I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace. So here's to CHERIE, the #1 girl, #1 waifu. Peace out.
私強いんだからこの戦争が終わったら一緒にどこかに